are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
And here we go with our proper intro, because apparently a guinea pig sucks.
We are the Guinea Pig Collective. All will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
That's true.
Bunch of slap-jawed faggots around here.
Hey everybody, what's going on? And welcome back. Whether you are new or whether you've been around for a long time, we here at the Guinea Pig Collective appreciate you jumping in and having a lot of fun with us. Normally we talk about a lot of the stuff that we enjoy, or maybe some of the stuff that is irritating us. Today we're going to just have a little bit of nerdy fun, and we're going to play with some of these new battle bots, one of which you in the chat will wind up naming. Unfortunately, if you are watching this on the replay, you are probably not going to have the chance to name it, so I am counting on everybody that's in the chat, everybody that stops by, to be sure to share this out so people can stop in and at least help us name this new bot. And with us, as always, we got our good friend from the north. We got Steve. What's up, Steve?
Hi, I'm quite well. Do I qualify for maybe naming it too?
Well, anybody is going to be able to access the poll that I will be dropping shortly into the chat once we get rolling. Probably just going to run down the explanation of how the fights are going to work for each one. So, I mean, obviously, the way it's going to work is that each bot is going to enter the arena. They're going to have 3 pieces of armor. So if the opposing bot takes off all 3 pieces of armor, they have won the fight. The other way to win is if a bot gets disabled, whether that means that it turned off, it gets flipped upside down and can't right itself, or actually gets knocked out of the arena. These are the only ways that you win in the Guinea Pig BattleBot arena.
Like the Thunderdome.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, I do have one BattleBot that's actually named the bot with no name. And I've actually had people, well, why don't you give it a name? That is its name. Unless you get Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, if you don't get that reference, you're not going to get that name.
You know what would be cool? If you know the BattleBot arena, if you made a stand around it and put action figures on the stand.
You know, one of the things that I will wind up doing eventually is, unfortunately, I don't have the ability to do it right now, but I want to put a complete casing around, just like they have in the actual BattleBots arena over there in Vegas. So they have this big glass, impact resistant plastic, probably something like bulletproof. And they have that going around the entire arena. So this way, when a bot gets torn into pieces, it doesn't fly out and hit the people in the stands. So I would like to have something like that twofold, where I can actually have the guinea pigs on little bleachers on the other side of the glass, so they can be like the audience watching the BattleBot fights. I mean, that should be interesting. I don't. Have you ever watched any of the BattleBot fights?
I think I watched one. They had people had made their own robots, I guess, and that they were trying to disable the other one. I think it was on some reality show, to be honest.
Well, I know right now they actually have this show over on Discovery, and they do have a new season going right now that was filmed sometime, I want to say back in the summer. So I'm actually watching the seasons for the new one right now for what is basically the I forget. I don't know if they have that listed as the 2022 season or the 2023 season. Either way, it's been some very interesting fights, some explosive fights. It's a lot of fun to watch that stuff. I would like to go see it live, but I just don't know if I want to go out to Vegas to see this thing or not.
It's a long trip.
Oh, it absolutely is. Absolutely is. But everybody that's already stopped by in the chat, thank you for being here. I see Irradiated Anki was first in the chat. What's going on? This is one of the guys that always come by for the BattleBot fights. I do appreciate you being here, stopping in. I hope that you're still hanging out and you're going to enjoy this. Lurch Troll was in the house. What's up, man? I hope you're doing well. Gap After Dark also in the house. Guys, remember to share the links out there. YouTube does hate guinea pigs. We got Trina in the house. What's up, Trina? Hope you're doing well. If you decide you want to stop in here and just say, what the hell are you doing? You know that you're always welcome. So we are going to get ready.
Speaking of Trina, I have identified her voice because Trina has a very unique, cool voice. And it always reminded me of something. And I know what it is now. She sounds like the secretary of a private investigator in a 1940s movie.
Oh, Sam, you're so crazy.
Yes, she sounds a bit, she has the accent and all. So, yeah, she's film noir secretary lady that has all the info on the cases.
All right, well, we are going to get running with the first fight. Guys, everybody that's in the chat, there is going to be a poll going up in the chat.
Oh, she's been told that before. See, it's a thing.
Basically, this poll is going to be naming the new bot that we are going to be showing off today. So I'm going to have to go solo here as we bring up the arena. Already we have Viking sitting in the arena. Viking, say hello and give a little bit of movement for the people out there watching. And we are getting ready to start, and we are going to be putting in a brand new battle bot.
Well,
this is the new bot that will be named.
I'm going to have to root for the Viking, given given my origin.
The only reason I'm using this thing in the background is actually the time to fight, because I don't want the fight to go over 3 minutes, because that is the maximum that they ever go in the original BattleBots arena. So,
how long did it take you to set this up? Because your friend the skeleton is dead.
Oh, he's always around.
Oh.
Here we go with BattleBots. So right out of the gate, coming right at him, the new bot. Guy at Viking did not tear anything off, but there goes 2 pieces of Viking. The new bot is already struck first. Viking in a lot of trouble early. Can Viking come back from this deficit? Where's the new bot that's going to tear him apart? And there it is. It's over. The new bot has decimated Viking. That was a very, very quick fight. The new bot is something that I came up with on my own. I wanted something with a different type of blade design that was different than all the other BattleBots were out there. This took a long time to actually customize this thing.
That Viking is probably a fucking Swede.
All right, so we're going to go back to 2 screen here until I set up the next one. The big hits for the new bot jumping right out right here. We're going to do a few fights with the new bots. This is going to give everybody a chance to name the new bot in the chat. I see we've already got a few people that have chimed in.
I have a demand that the Viking one gets renamed Thunberg.
It's about as useless as Thunberg, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Forgot to turn off the little countdown timer. So as we get the next bot ready to run another battle with him, I'd like to say hello to everybody else who's popped in. I see, what are you talking about now, Trina? Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Secretary.
Oh, Radiated Anki. War Pig.
She doesn't sound like the Ghostbusters one. She sounds, more 40s.
Jens is in the house. What's up, Jens? I hope that you're doing well. I know normally you'd be on here with us too, but we're just running maybe an hour stream, and it's going to be all BattleBots. So, what's going on, Chuck? Good to see you, Chuck. I hope you're doing well. Jens rooting. He's rooting for War Pig. Nice. Make sure that you voted then. War Pig wins. I believe that War Pig might take this one. War Pig, change my mind. What's up, Doc? Good to see you. War Pig, yo, what's up, Red Gaze? What's up? So we're getting ready for our next fight now. It appears that we are all set up for the next fight. And Thunderdome time, people. So we have set the screws, get our timer going. So we're going to have the bot with no name in the red taking on the new bot. Is this going to be War Pig? Is this going to be the decision of everybody that's in the chat to name this guy? I'm not upset with War Pig if that's the one that it's going to be. And here we go with BattleBots right out of the gate. Is this War Pig tearing him apart? Bot with no name in a lot of trouble right now, just getting absolutely decimated. Oh, the big push right there up into the corner. Pieces are flying out of the arena. Looking for a couple more big hits. Is it going to be War Pig? Grinding away on the backside of the bot with no name right now. The bot with no name trying to get that big giant egg beater weapon into position to try to do some damage and just failing to do it, as the new bot is just absolutely controlling the action at this moment. Oh, there was a big push right there. Almost completely upended him. There was another big hit. Looking for the angle, trying to finish this one off. Each bot's got 3 minutes to be able to destroy the other one or impress the judges. Big hit right there. Another big pounding hit. Big push right there. Looking to get up underneath him, trying to push him into the screws. It seemed was the bot with no name. The bot with no name doesn't have a lot else going on right now. Just getting torn into. Another big hit right there. Big push again. Looking for the end to this fight. Countdown may be coming soon if this one doesn't finish. Oh, big push right there into the corner. The hammer is not going to activate on that, but there goes a piece of the new bot as the bot with no name has finally struck. A couple more big hits right there. Grinding away, trying to get something done. Another piece of the new bot is gone now as the bot with no name is rambling right back into this fight. Big push right there. Another big hit. Big collision right there. Another
one
big
is
hit.
like for Thunberg.
Big hits all the way around, and it's over. The new bot has won. I am pretty impressed with the overall ability of this new bot so far. It is definitely tearing everything apart that's in the arena. What, Muffet? Get out of here. Muffet wasn't green. Yo, BattleBots, man. I hope you guys are enjoying this one. It's kind of weird trying to do this. I had to set everything up with a tape on my tripod because I don't have anywhere to really set the camera up. What a mess. We do what we can. We're super high tech here at the Guinea Pig BattleBots Arena.
it's working perfectly though. So whatever you did, it's great.
No, it's working as well as it can, and I'm not complaining. What's up, Papa Cotton, man? It's good to see you. He voted for Nibblebot, but I want to change it to War Pig. I don't know if you can actually change it in the poll or not. You should check that out. It should be sitting at the top. It should be, I guess, almost like pinned. Don't be a bitch, War Pig. Ortega completely agrees. Lurch Troll, go War Pig. Booyah. Another win. I am impressed with these. Aren't all these bots maintained by the same person? I smell a fixing. Well, I can't control both of these bots at the same time, Papa. They actually have mini controllers. Each one has got a different controller, and I can't do both of them. So War Pig is OP. I think so. It is pretty impressive so far. I spent enough time on this thing. Like, this bot has actually been months in the making because we had a lot of problems with the original weapon that I designed, and it broke. It broke not once but twice. Like, I did all this customized work to this big freaking front weapon, and I don't know if it was because I had to heat the plastic up and bend the plastic with a heat gun that the plastic weakened and it snapped during the testing. But we were like maybe about 10 or 15 fights in, and the damn blade just snapped and the weapon went flying everywhere. Got another one, redid it exact same way, even put glue on it to try to like shore it up so the weapon wouldn't snap. It still snapped. This time,
kind of like a train in Ohio.
yeah, right. This time I took my time heating it up, and I let gravity completely pull the weapon down into place and didn't force anything, and then shored it up with glue. And so far, after we ran like 25 test fights, the weapon was holding up. And then, of course, I went to the painting aspect, and then I put him in the arena and test him out right here. But so far, he's holding up pretty well so far. Everyone's favorite bot he's made. That's a good one. I don't know if everybody knows all the different names of all the ones that I got. How long to you rig one with fire? You know what? That would not be good because it would set the arena on fire and melt it.
Oh, you should set the arena on fire. Have like a burning ring around it so you can push the robot, the battle bots into the fire.
Well, that would be no good. These things cost money, Steve.
Yeah,
I'm not making money.
Money is of no consequence when it comes to art, sir.
Well, maybe for people that are born with money. I am not. I am a poor pig.
Do a GoFundMe. Save my war pig.
All right, so we're going to have to pick another battle bot for... It looks like it's going to be War Pig. Let me check to see where the poll is setting. We're still sitting at 80% on the poll right now for War Pig. And it looks like War Pig is going to wind up taking this one. I'm going to leave it up just for a little bit longer, but it sure seems like that's the name that everybody wants. And I can't say I disagree with it. What's up, King of Squibs? Good to see you. Put a 2.7 Calabria on one? Oh, no. This is sounding dangerous. Yeah, I know. Radiated Anki, you're there for almost every single one of those fights, man. I really do appreciate you. It's awesome that you enjoy this stuff. I'm having such fun doing these things, and it's nice to know that somebody else appreciates what I'm putting out there. Because some of these bots, believe me, even though I'm just taking bots that already exist and I'm recustomizing and adding stuff, and it takes time. It takes time to make some of these things, and sometimes it takes a lot more time than I would have ever ascertained that it would have taken. And it gets a little bit ridiculous. Going down in a burning ring of fire. The Inferno match. Oh, Papa Cotton, my favorite of Tommy's bots hasn't even been shown.
Oh, you know what you should do? You should fill them up a bit with bloody meat. So that, meat and blood sprays when they smash into each other.
Yeah, man, I don't want to spend like an entire day and a half cleaning them.
Just find roadkill and use that.
Jesus, Stig. What's going on, CJH? All right, I think we're almost set up for another fight. I'm going to mute myself for 1 second while you talk to the chat, Stig, so we can get the next bot rolling.
Okay. Papa Cotton says, my favorite of Tommy's bots hasn't been shown. It got loose and is leaving absolute destruction in its wake somewhere along the eastern seaboard. I've heard of that. We've heard of that all the way up in Norway. I think a crow got killed and a squirrel that got too close. PETA is raging. Adega Outlaw says, Steve is more twisted than I am. I probably am. Probably am.
All right, I'm back. Steve is more twisted than I am.
I'm not twisted. I get these ideas. They have to go somewhere. So I spilled them out on Tommy's channel.
All right, so we're going to have one more with possibly War Pig. I'm going to recheck the poll. Oh, War Pig actually dipped down to 73%, and Doom Pig is actually on the rise at 18%. I don't think he's catching War Pig at this point, but you know what? thank you, everybody that's already voted for this. And here we go. We're going to throw one more fight up there with the new guy and see how he does. We're going to bring out one of everybody's favorite. We are going to bring out Minotaur. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get this box going again. And as you can see, Papa, there was somebody else on the other side controlling that. Red team ready. Yeah, it's called the button. There we go. We're getting ready for the countdown. Minotaur versus is this War Pig? All ready for BattleBots. Here we go. Waiting for that counter. Where's that countdown? Countdown. And here we go. Big giant collision. 2 pieces of Minotaur went flying off 3. And it's over already. That was an incredibly fast fight. Minotaur did not stand a chance against the Guinea Pig Collective BattleBot. Holy shit. Yeah. Like some people actually thought that I rigged some of those short fights. That proves that they're not rigged. Turn off the box, Eric. Just hit it in the dead center. In the dead center. Yeah, in the middle. Yeah. There you go. Didn't think that one was going to end that quick. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I know. Over already. I know, right? We've had a few of these fights where they've literally, from the moment that I announced them to the moment that the fight actually starts, we've had some of these fights lasted a whole 12 seconds. It's like one bot comes out, hits the other one, and just tears right in and just flips it and spins it, and all the pieces go flying everywhere. And for anybody who thinks that, okay, well, it's just happening with toy robots, when I watched the last few episodes of the new seasons of BattleBots, I seen a couple bots get torn apart like that. It was Copperhead. Oh, God, who was it? It was Copperhead and another bot. I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Monsoon or whoever it was, but Copperhead hit this bot. One hit. This bot went flying in the air and was done. The match was over. I think the entirety of that match may have lasted maybe 16 seconds, if it even lasted that long. So these kind of like big one hit and it's over, they do happen. Is
it possible to add sound effects to the robots, like that, to make them scream and shit? Have like a screaming kitten and stuff every time it takes damage.
I mean, that would be something that would have to be done in post edit, because I'm not going to sit there and try to scream like a kitten during a match. Over. When did it start? You just missed it. It just happened just then. For anybody that's coming in late, I guess I will run one more with the new bot. Still so far sitting at 75% with War Pig. Doom Pig right there at 17%. Nibblebot at 8%, and Cyber Pig absolutely 0. A lot of these names were actually suggested. I think I only picked one, and I think I picked Doom Pig originally, and somebody else had suggested War Pig. So yeah, right. The arena with ignited hairspray. Jesus Christ, Papa. I ain't got that kind of money, bro. What are you trying to do? You trying to bankrupt me? I don't want to be like Hasbro.
Well, it's a good sign if the viewers want more.
Oh, always is. Always is. We're gonna go ahead and pick another bot. Go ahead, Eric, get your favorite. Just make sure you set your controller to 1. My brother has a penchant. His favorite bot is Tombstone.
Well, that's great news.
You're going to get the old one, or you're going to get the new one? Wait a minute, the new one's sitting up there, Eric. See the foam? The foam sitting on the table. Yeah, there you go. Pigbot fighting could really use some pyrotechnics. I would like to add some more lights and everything like that, but once again, I don't have the space. I'm actually running these things off my dining room table, and I think if I start setting up whole light assemblies on here, besides what I already have, I think the wife would probably lose her mind.
You could add, that one of them squirts acid.
Jesus, once again, I want to keep my house the way it is. Steeg, holy crap, what are you trying to do to me? CJH, I did see a few of them here and there. It's one of those things that I catch it when I have time. I know there's a lot of those different robot combat leagues out there, and there's some of the ones with the ant weights and everything like that. I know there's a couple other like explosive robotics. He actually does some fights in ant weight. So, I mean, there are a bunch of people out there doing some of those. Oh, you're back. Sorry, my warping ran out of battery. I mean, my phone. Yeah, I hear you. I hate when that happens. What's up, Bone? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Tombstone is badass in BattleBots. Yeah, and I am waiting for him to make his return. Ray Billings says he's going to be doing something new and different with Tombstone to hopefully that he'll be able to compete with a lot of these newer design of these bots right there that are out there in BattleBots right now, because the last couple fights, he didn't look that good. So hopefully he's coming back with something amazing to really put Tombstone back at the top of that list for people to worry about. Yeah, it's like the movie Real Steel. Like, these things are so much fun, though. Are you all set up? You're on one? You're good? Okay. Yeah, hit that center button. All right, here we go. This is going to be the last fight. What looks like what is going to be called Doom Pig. And it's robot fighting time. Red team ready. Blue team ready. Now we're waiting for the countdown as we're getting ready to go with the king of kinetic energy, Tombstone, against War Pig. Come on, are you ready? It's robot fighting time. There goes a big hit. There goes a piece of Doom Pig early as the king of kinetic energy came out first swinging. Big hit right there. Tombstone trying to lay it in, but there goes a piece of Tombstone. There's War Pig. Has struck right back. Tombstone now struck back with a hit of his own, and it's over. Tombstone has lost to War Pig. Amazing. War Pig came right out in his opening fights and has decimated everybody that we put in front of him. He is now properly named. We are going to be ending that poll right now. Thank you to everybody that helped name this new BattleBot. Now, of course, I'm going to have to get to the point where I'm actually going to put his name on the side of the panels, the breakaway panels, and hopefully retouch up some of the paint that may have gotten chipped off them.
You know what, though? You know, the War Pig one, the one with the spinning thing?
Mm-hmm.
What if you attached razor blades to it?
Jesus.
And then just send them after people at the store, and you'll slash their Achilles heels, right?
What are we doing? Are we like going after people before we put them on the cross or something? We flogging people now? Holy crud!
Just send them into Walmart or something.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Keck, man? Good to see you. Parts are flying everywhere. Yeah, you know, sometimes we actually got to watch out when these things are going. It's the only reason why I don't have the pigs anywhere near the arena, because when these things are flying, those things actually do have a bit of energy in them, and they will send parts careening out of that arena, and you get hit in the face with them, get hit in the eye. We had a couple that flew halfway across the house and hit the guinea pig cages. War Pig just does not lose. I'm sure he's going to lose at some point. None of these bots are infallible, and that's one of the things I did when I created it. I wanted him to be powerful because he's supposed to be representative of the Guinea Pig Collective. Why am I going to have a bitch bot as the representative of my channel?
Seriously, if you can get hit in the face with it and stuff, you should fill it with, ground meat and blood. So, blood will be spraying all over the arena.
You are
Get
killing me,
hit
Steve.
in the face, and you'll be like, War Pig, what is best in life?
Yes, razors. You're getting people pumped up in the chat. What are you doing? You're trying to kill me.
I'm being creative and helpful.
No, I know. I mean, these are just for fun, and these are just just to do the amount of damage that they need to do without completely incinerating the other bots. Unfortunately, though, even though these things are made to actually do damage to one another without destroying each other, we have had a few accidents in the arena where things have actually gotten broken, and usually it's because of Tombstone. That damn thing gets hard.
You could also use it as a prank, right? You can attach filled condoms to the spinning thing, drive it into someone's home, and then spin. And
Jesus.
Then yeah. What have you been doing in your apartment, sir? Looks like you've had fun.
A chainsaw.
Yes.
I can't do that because then I'm going to be thinking of Fred Durst. I got the chainsaw.
A drill. You could just tape a drill to the top of one of them. One of those little handheld drills that runs on batteries. Could just attach one to them. They actually remind me a bit of the old cartoon Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Have you seen that?
I remember you and I were talking about this before. I did see it once or twice, maybe back in the day, but it wasn't one of the shows that I, religiously watched. Like I seen it here and there, but
it's a bit of an under the radar kind of show. But all of it is available on YouTube now, and it's actually better than a lot of the more popular ones, to be honest.
Well, we've still got plenty of time to run a couple fights. So Warpig did really well in his first outing. 4 bots up, 4 bots down. So I think we're gonna switch it over, and we're gonna bring out one of my other customizable bots, and we're gonna pit them up against some of the regular battle bots that actually have been released by Hexbug. So I'm gonna take Junkyard. And then after you pick me up Junkyard, you can choose whatever bot you want, Eric.
Oh, you know what you could do? This is great fun, though. You take one of them, right? And attach a Claymore mine to it.
Jesus, Steve.
And then chase people with it at Walmart.
You would be the worst announcer for Hexbug BattleBots ever, because you would be looking for those things to be blown up.
Yeah, come on.
I don't want to be broke, Steve.
I blew up Transformers and G.I. Joes back in the day.
My good God.
I regret it now, but someone put fireworks in my hands, right?
Great. Okay. All right, so we got a new bots picked out. We're going to have another fight right here, and we are going to wind up having. Turn that off. How did that turn back on? And we had a bot that was still on and almost went off the table. But we're going to have another fight right here. I think I'm just going to avoid the sound box because it's more trouble than it's worth at this point. But here we go. So next up, we're going to have that fucking Bronco in the red going up against Junkyard in the blue. And here we go with BattleBots. Big push right there early from Junkyard. Got alongside of Bronco. There was a big flip. Didn't get Bronco all the way over. Junkyard resetting. Bronco in a lot of trouble. But Junkyard has lost a couple pieces of armor already. Underneath him, another attempt at a flip. Just didn't get it all the way in. Bronco looking to line it up. Trying to get a big flip right here on Junkyard. Big push right there. Missed most of it was Junkyard. Got completely lucky as Bronco wasn't completely underneath him again. Looking for the angle. Oh, a big flip right there. Junkyard in a lot of trouble right now, trying to find a way to self-right. Can he get back over? No, he can't, and it's over. Bronco has won. Well, that was another quick one.
Yeah. Flip them over and do a quickie.
Junkyard is one of those bots that I created. It's really good when he can get underneath the other bot and start pushing him around and get the early advantage. But once he gets flipped over, I have only managed to right him maybe twice. I got lucky and I got him against a side rail and he was able to flip back over. The rest of the time, forget it. Forget it. He's just, once he's down on his back, that's it. All fireworks allowed on the battlefield. That's what the M80s are for. Oh, man.
Seriously, though, if you have like a remote control car thing and you attach a claymore to it, that would be gold. I'm surprised nobody's done that in movies, right?
Well, you know, I did. You know what I did see in the regular battle bots? They did have a few guys that actually had projectiles for a few bots. Now, usually these are like 1, maybe 2 shots at the most. But holy shit! I mean, those things could be absolutely devastating. Unfortunately, because these battle bots, it's not like firing a gun. As far as lining something up, usually they miss the targets every damn time.
Also, if you have one that can spray something flammable and also light it, right? You can drive it under some, the toilet booths, right? Someone sitting on the toilet, public toilet, spray flammable shit under it and light it. Well,
what's up, Luffy? I seen Luffy is in the chat. What's up, Luffy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
There's a
Bronco
lot of
for the
stuff
win.
you can do with this.
There's a lot of stuff that would cost me a lot of money the way you're talking about it. Will Gentry, yo, Will, what's up, guy? I haven't seen you in a long time. I hope that you're doing well. Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in. I have an idea for a new battle bot. Get a taser and slap some wheels on it. Call it the Shocker. I thought that was 2 fingers. Never mind.
You can attach a taser to it and drive up to people and tase them in the ankles.
My God. M80s with extended fuse. You got to win the battle before they blow up. I have a good idea. Add a freaking knife for a weapon on Warpick and a flamethrower on the back.
Can you get a battle bot boats? Is that possible? Yeah, like boats you drive around in the a swimming pool or something, right? And do bot battles in the water. Is that possible?
Shit, there goes the camera.
Oh.
How'd you knock that over?
You knocked it over.
I didn't touch it.
You knocked it over when you stepped over the wires.
Oh. Well, now I got to reset the camera. Oh, yeah. That's in bad shape.
Because if you have a, remote controlled toy boat, right, with a taser on it, you can drive after people that are in the swimming pool because they would not want to get tased in the water, right?
God, that I don't know if I'm going to be able to reset that camera right now. Well, I think I'm just calling that. There's no way to reset that camera now. See, this is the problem with some of these cheap light assemblies they have, and I will never buy another one of these cheap light assemblies from Walmart ever again. The goddamn thing doesn't hold a position as far as the top mount where the neck would be. It doesn't hold a position. It flops all over the place. And once it flops out of position, you got to fight with the thing for a long time to get it back into the position again. I'm going to try to mess with this camera just one more time. I'd like to get one more fight in before I say to hell with it. So keep the chat going while I try to get this thing fixed.
Will Gentry is on the chat. I haven't seen Will in a long time. Hope you're well. Let's see. What else? Put wheels on a grenade and name it the detonator. Great idea. Buy feeder rats from PetSmart, make the boss lethal, and upload a bloodbath bot battle, and that'll get your channel nuked. Retire a legend. I agree, Papa Cotton. That was awesome. Good idea. And we'll get the blood and guts too from that. Just have razor blades on the spinning thing. razor blade on a remote boat in shark-infested waters, chasing swimmers, Steve. Excellent idea. That would be hilarious. I still think swimming pools, though, with a taser attached to one of them would be fun.
Oh, all right. I'm back.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna try one more fight here. We're gonna keep Bronco in the ring.
Yeah, the chat are agreeing with me that these should be used as weapons, not toys. I think I started something.
Well, you know what? Then they can pay for all the new ones that I'll need because I can't afford to keep buying these things.
It'll be like people at Walmart, the website, and we'll see Tommy there with a battle bot slashing someone's leg off.
Jesus Christmas, Steve. All right, one more fight we're going to throw here. We're going to have that bucking Bronco in the red taking on Spartan in the blue. And here we go with BattleBots. Big push right there from Bronco on Spartan. Spartan trying to line it up. Big push from Bronco again. Spartan caught up in the corner. In a lot of trouble. Spartan back out again. Spartan doing the do-si-do, spinning around. There goes a piece, 2 pieces of Bronco. Spartan still trying to line it up, having a lot of difficulties right now because this is not easy to try to stay somewhere near the mic and try to freaking run this damn BattleBot. Again, big push. Oh, there's a big flip right there. Almost got Bronco all the way over. Was Spartan. Spartan again trying to line it up. Big push again, but there goes a piece of Spartan now. Bronco in a lot of trouble possibly. Spartan again trying to line it up. Just failing it. No, big flip right there. This is over. And Spartan has won. Oh, yeah. What else we got going on here in the chat? Razor blade on a remote boat in shark-fested waters chasing swimmers. Holy
I
crap.
told you I started something in the chat.
Buy feeder rats from PetSmart, make the bots lethal, and upload a bloodbath. Jesus, Wookie. Ray Yankee put wheels on a grenade and name it the detonator. Adding guns to robots is dangerous. Don't do it at home. Leave that stuff to me, right? Okay, you're gonna have to come over and work on that. We'll put a real bot together.
Do it at someone else's home.
Oh, you're doing good, Will. Good, man. Good, man. I know it's been a while since we actually had a chance to talk, and I know I've been extremely busy to the point where I haven't found the time to reach out to everybody that I should, man. I really do appreciate you stopping in here, though, man. It is good to see you, man. James Bond shit. Yeah, subscribe to Lurch Troll, man. Yeah, go ahead, Bone. Always thank you so much for dropping those links out there for other people. Make sure, Wookie, make sure you put yours up because you just had hot garbage the other day, man. Make sure people see that, Wookie. Add wheels on a human child. Nope.
Look, you could add weapons to a baby carriage.
You know what? I remember seeing some of those things where people did stuff with old baby carriages where they put big giant spikes on the outside of the wheels and everything. Like, Jesus Christmas.
Yeah.
I am going to unplug this damn camera. Eric, if you would be so kind, give me the remotes for the lights so I can shut the lights off because those lights are making me hot. I actually, sometimes when I'm doing these BattleBots, we sit there and we will run some of these fights for hours to get one that's under a minute. It's just crazy that we had a few of them doing them here live that ran under a minute. Like it almost never happens. Like every time we run these fights, we try to get them under a minute so we can put them up for shorts. They wind up running a minute and 20 seconds, a minute and 10 seconds, and I can't clip them down enough to actually turn them into a short. So then we got to sit there and run the fight again and then run it again and run it again until we get them under a minute. There you go. There you go. Oh, Lurch Troll anytime, man. You've been around for a while. I mean, I know you took some time off and, you vanished like a lot of us do, but nah, man, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Bone. Click here for hot garbage. Get offended in under a minute. Oh, God damn. I love Papa.
Oh, if you want to offend someone, just do a tweet about how RC from Transformers should not be trans.
Oh, my aching back. So one of the shorts that I did just recently is I did the one on the toys that Hasbro are putting out there right now with their Bumblebee, their Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, and the shit that they're putting out for Earthspark. And I was saying how they look like hot garbage, how they look like dollar store toys. And holy shit, did people get offended to the tune of over 59 comments, 1.5 thousand views on that short. And it was just a stupid little short just saying that I think it looks like garbage and they look like dollar store toys. And people lost their minds. It was absolutely insane. And then they weren't paying attention to what I was saying about they had a problem with one of the figures because I said it was an IDW design. And they lost their minds over that. And I was like, dude, look at the coloring. Look at the one that came out during the Generations line that was IDW designed Starscream from Armada. It's the same damn colored toy. It looks exactly the same. And these people were like losing their shit over it. Like, no, that's the original Armada. And I put a picture of the original Armada figure up right next to the IDW version from Generations, which was like mid 2000s or so. And yeah, they were still refusing to grasp that concept. Like they were like just losing their minds over it. And I'm like I was dying laughing to the point where it became so stupid that it wasn't funny anymore. But yeah, it's the same thing like that tweet that you put out when we were talking about RC and everybody lost their minds. What were you up to? Over 2 million views or something?
2.8 last I looked, and over 1,000 quote tweets. About 50 death threats as well. It was awesome. It's your fault because you're the one who told me.
Oh, I was just letting you know about trash that I seen. I just seen trash and I told you about it.
Yeah, and I did a tweet about it, and then I didn't tag anything. And then, it blew up.
I did have a couple people that made insinuated threats towards me, and I just laughed at them. And I said, I'm stuck. I'm laughing at you, right? I'm not worried about your threats.
I didn't report a single one of them because I didn't take it seriously. It's just basically with shit like that. When that happens, just mute this thing and let them rage on, because people today will forget their outrage in a week anyway.
This is true. This is true because they're moving on to the next thing to be outraged over. Oh, my apologies, Papa Cotton. Fresh garbage. Yeah, it's always fun when they lose their minds.
Yeah.
It was like, holy crap, like these people lost their minds. Like
I got one of them good though, because one of them said that Transformers have always been trans people. And I said, and I quote tweeted him and said, so what you're telling me is that trans people are Transformers, which means trans people are people that transform into something they are not in order to hide what they really are. And I added, that's transphobic of you, sir.
Well, you know what I find the most ridiculous thing about the whole RC thing, and in case anybody doesn't know and they didn't follow what happened with it, basically IDW Comic had put the idea forth that RC was originally a guy who was changed by a bot called Jyaxis, who wound up being the instructor for Shockwave. And that's just a whole nother line of story in IDW. But he took great joy in torturing her the whole time that he was changing her into a female, and he messed with her mind. Well, they decided in their infinite wisdom, after firing IDW from working on Transformers and G.I. Joe, it should have already ended in 2023, was supposed to be the beginning of a new cycle where they were moving to Robert Kirkman and the stuff that he does, whatever publishing company he has for Walking Dead. They're the ones that are actually supposed to pick up the Transformers Now, I don't know if the deal was completely signed, sealed, and delivered, but he was supposed to get it. Like his branch of a company that was putting out comics was supposed to get the Transformers IP, which he was a longtime fan. So I would be really interested to see what he would do with it if he does get his hands on it and gets to work with it. But basically what Hasbro did is after firing them, they went back and they said, well, they're pushing the story forward and they're talking about they were going to put it in the Rise of the Beast, which is the upcoming movie, that RC not only requests to be changed into a female, but after she turns into a female bot, then she goes lesbian. So now she is basically a man with extra steps.
Yeah, and how can a transformer be lesbian or even hetero when they don't have sexual organs and they don't make babies?
Exactly.
They're asexual, all of them.
And this is why I did a big thing and I was talking about agenda formers, and people got really upset about that one too. And I'm sorry, when you're pushing this kind of shit in just for the sake of pushing for your diversity inclusion, you have basically just ruined the franchise for everybody. But yeah, that is what it is. What are you going to do? I'm tired of fighting with those people. I'm just going to continue to mock them. That's what I'm going to do. Every chance I put something up and they want to come at me, I'm just going to mock them until they look absolutely silly and they run away with their tails between their legs, because I have no time for their stupidity. But guys, once again, thank you so much for coming in and watching some of the fights. Eventually, I will be doing this a bit more. I want to get into having some of the guinea pig battle bots live, because I think it's fun. And what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to put polls up every week when I'm doing it. I'm going to put up a list of bots that you want to see fight, and we will determine how many fights you want to see go. And then at the end of that one, I'll put another list of bots up, and you guys can decide what bots you want to see fight next. We will do that eventually. Hopefully, it gets to the point where everybody knows which bots that I have in the collection, so you'll be able to maybe even just pick bots that you want to see. And then I will just choose from the chat what bots that you want to see fight, and then we'll just run them live. So, this is something I wanted to do. This is something that was just a little bit more fun to escape all the nonsense that we normally see on a daily basis on YouTube, because everything is usually just it's some of the same stuff that we just started talking about just ever so slightly right here. It's the negativity shit, and it's the idiots out there that just don't understand the franchises, don't care, they just want to destroy them. I wanted to do something with the battle bots. It was just fun. It was just nerdy fun, and we could have a blast. Like everybody talking about, find a way to blow things up with the battle bots. Just having fun. Because if you're not having any fun on YouTube at all at any point, then what is the damn idea of even being on here? Why are you wasting your time getting agitated with these people when you could be doing things that are much more productive? That's why I want to stop and I'm going to start doing this, just to have nerdy fun, as Steve would say.
I would lately in the last 4 or 5 months, I've been posting these things on Twitter. Every time I watch 4 movies, I'll put pictures of them on Twitter. Quite often it branches out into a lot of fun discussions, right, about the movies. Basically, I'm letting people know, hey, there's good entertainment out there. Just go backwards. You don't have to watch something just because it's new.
Right. Well, you know what? How many times have we sat there and we've talked, off YouTube? And we talked about movies that, either you or I haven't seen, and we exchanged ideas back and forth and like, hey, that was a pretty good movie. Or, I'd never heard of that one before.
You had me watch Night Shift a little while ago with Michael Keaton and Henry Winkler. That one was great fun. I had never even heard of it before. So there's so much stuff out there, older video games, older movies and TV shows and stuff like that. People aren't lacking for entertainment. They're just looking in the wrong direction.
They absolutely are. Real quick, let's get to some of the guys in the chat. So Stieg, who knows they are crazy people. Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective, a good plan. Thank you. Appreciate it. CJH, my channel is no longer dead thanks to shorts. Yeah, and I tell everybody that wants to try to do stuff with their channel and they want to have some fun, man, delve into shorts. You can make regular videos and you could clip them into shorts, and you could take those clips from your shorts. You could use them on a live stream like I do, because, you know, it's just easier for me to do some of that stuff because I never know if the internet's going to crap on me, or if I'm going to have problems with the cameras, or like I had my camera fall over today. So there's that. And Will, honestly, that's a reason why you've not seen me around as much. A lot of it is so negative, even from the people I like. I had my fill of people ranting about how shit things are in 2018, 2019, and so on. Yeah, I understand exactly where you're coming from. And like I said, this is why I wanted to do this. I just wanted to do something that was just fun without any of the nonsense. That's it. I like having fun. Obviously, everything I do on my channel is me having fun. I'm having fun with the battle bots. I'm having fun with most of the toy reviews, unless they're really shitty toys. And then I feel like I have to like almost bust a blood vessel talking about what crap they are. But that, and showing the pigs, like whether they're treats or whether they're just hanging out with me, getting hairbrushed, whatever it is, it's all about having fun as much as you can. Because once you get into the cycle of negativity, forever will it control your destiny. What's going on, Vinny, man? Good to see you, Vinny. I know we're getting ready to wind down and roll up out of here. Not the way that the Transformers are doing now. Screw you, Hasbro. Been doing a lot of Star Wars content too. I don't mind talking about Star Wars that I like versus anything new I don't like. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. And even the people that talk about the newer stuff and they really do enjoy it, you know what? Good for you. Go right ahead. Myself, Vinny, and a lot of other people, we don't have problems with those people. If you really do enjoy it and you really want to watch it, you go right ahead. What do I always say, guys? Never let anybody tell you what you can or can't say, what you should or should not watch. That includes you watching something that maybe I don't like from a company I can't stand. That is completely on you. The only thing I say is don't be hypocritical like some of these other people like to do, where they tell you this is a shit company. You shouldn't be giving money to this company because they're destroying our franchises, and they run right out first in line to go watch the new shit. That, no, I won't tolerate.
I remember back in the day, 2018, 2019, where a hell of a lot of YouTubers were telling everyone to boycott Disney and start buying the old EU stuff and whatever. Just, send Disney a message. This is the Star Wars we want, not the shit you're making. They've completely done a 180, and then some of them are even praising the Disney shit now because they think it's going to fix the sequel trilogy, which it isn't. But yeah, if you're telling other people to boycott and accepting super chats and whatever for saying so, you better damn well boycott it yourself.
Say what you mean and mean what you say, and that should be the end of it, right? Should be. Will Gentry, dumb fun is what I'm all about right now. I don't care if it's great media. I just want to smile while I watch it. I hope that I put a smile on your face with some of the BattleBot fights, the ones that you did see, Will. Once again, it's all about just having some fun while I'm doing these. I'm going to do these, once or twice a month. I'm going to see how it works out, see how I can fit it into the schedule. I'm probably going to keep it on Monday, just like all the other Nibbling lives. I'll probably have a different banner for it eventually. I'm going to stop being lazy and get some of these extra intros that I need to get done, including one for Vinny that I've been working on for over a damn month. But there's always something going on. I was going to say earlier, the Twilight Zone had an episode where in the future boxers were robots, and that came out in the 1960s. Yeah. There's a lot of that cool stuff from some of those older shows that people just don't know about or just don't care about anymore. Yeah, see, and once again, as long as you enjoy it and you're not like some of these other people whining and crying about how they need to be stopped, who cares? You enjoy what you want to do, whatever you want. That's on you.
Will has never been running around telling people to boycott it. You know?
Yeah, CJH. Yeah, for doing it for the fans. We're doing this so you don't have to watch it. Spend your time and money how you want. Yep.
I saw one YouTuber saying that, my viewers, kept asking me to watch it and review it. And I asked the person, which ones was it that asked you to do this? And the person got quiet because nobody asked. It was done because it was trending, right?
Yeah. Now CJH, they switched to talking about politics. $2.07. I know you meant 24/7. But $2.07 sounds so hilarious. I had to read it that way. Yeah, you did. That commentary was very enthusiastic. It's a little bit easier when I'm actually just running a video and I don't have like the headphones on and I'm not trying to make sure I can be heard through the mic and I have background music. It's a little bit easier to do that as a video. But no, this was a lot of fun and I look forward to doing more of these. Like maybe at some point I can get some other people in here that maybe want to help me with commentary so I don't have to kill my voice doing commentary the whole time for the fights. But no, it's going to be about having fun with the BattleBot stuff and just another element to the channel, stuff that I enjoy. You know what I mean? Because if I wasn't having fun with these, I sure as hell wouldn't be doing videos and I sure as hell wouldn't be putting them on a live stream.
And you can tell, if you're a viewer on a live stream, you can tell if people are actually enjoying what they're talking about on the stream, and when they're not. It's way more fun to watch people who are enthusiastic and knowledgeable about the topic rather than people who are doing it just because they have to, because that's what's trending that week, right?
Yeah. I hear you, CJH. I still say it's garbage. You know my thoughts on that. I hate that movie. What's up, Slasher? We're getting ready to roll out of here. I wanted to keep this one at about an hour. I got a lot of things that I got to break down now, just setting up for all these BattleBot fights. But guys, thank you so much for being here. I had a lot of fun. Stig, what did you think about being here on the panel watching the BattleBot fights?
Oh, I had great fun. I thought this was excellent. Like I said, it should have ground meat and blood, but I'm still giving it an 8 out of 10.
I appreciate that, man. That
R-rated is better than PG-13, sir.
You're damn right it is. Nobody wants that. Guys, let's roll it over to Stig. So what do you got going on, Stig? I know there's going to be another book reading coming up soon.
Oh yeah, we're doing the thing on Teresa's channel every Saturday, promoting books that are good fantasy books and stuff. So we're doing chapter by chapter the Shannara trilogy, which we're almost done with. We're doing the next Saturday will be the last stream where we talk about the third book. So we're finishing a trilogy. Other than that, it's not really anything I'm doing, on YouTube much anymore. I'll just pop on here and there if I'm awake and yeah.
No, I appreciate it, Steve.
Semi-retired, and I'm having a blast spending my time watching old movies and playing old video games and stuff. I'm having a great time.
Well, once again, I always appreciate you stopping on. We always have some fun conversations, even offline. So,
yeah,
whenever you have time to stop on, man, you know that you're always welcome to be here, and that goes the same for almost anybody else that normally likes to come on. Just let me know if you want to be on. I'm not going to bite your head off and say that you're not allowed to be here. Everybody's allowed to be on here unless you're a total asshole.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be allowed to be on, even though I'm a total asshole.
You're never going to be an asshole. We got somebody else that jumped in here last minute.
You know me, but I don't remember smelling you before. Who are you and where do you come from?
I'm Batman and I come from Gotham. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I was trying to hop on, but again, the time slot always kind of messes me up. I'm always trying to get on here earlier, but I'm always super late on this Monday stream. But yeah, I wanted to come by and show some support. I'm banging away at She-Hulk. Always running late because I'm giving it to Marvel, and yeah, that's what we got to do. So, Batman loves you, everyone.
Where are you going to be, Vinny? Going to be over on ETEPS?
Yeah, tonight I'll be on ETEPS at 8:30. I want to thank everyone too who popped in, including Stig. He was in the chat last night. for my Sunday roundtable stream. We had a great time, despite a couple of douchebags who tried to stir shit up. But we had an awesome conversation. We went into a whole thing. Indiana Jones cock was there and everything. It was awesome. So yeah, if you want to check that out, that's on Vinny Art.
It was Indiana Jones cock in the Grand Canyon, wasn't it?
That's
which is
right.
So a cock in the Grand Canyon would be kind of like a regular cock inside Rosie O'Donnell.
Ugh.
No, it's quite disgusting. But we made the joke towards Kathleen Kennedy last night. Yeah, it was something else. I said, the old Jesse joke from Predator, and it was awesome. Go check it out. You guys are gonna love it. We had a fun time. Short Round was there. He was one of my co-hosts, Chris Fisk. It was great. Tommy was there. Trina was there. The Doc was there. Yeah, all the old gang.
Monotony, even a crazy psychopath.
That's right. It was a whole bunch of folks. So tune in. You're gonna love it. We talk about the Grand Canyon and the hieroglyphics that were found down there that the government was trying to hide. Those sons of bitches. But we exposed it. I took out my giant whip and we went down in there, deep down into the Grand Canyon's cave. And yeah, it was something else. But thank you, everyone. I hope you guys had fun tonight. And yeah, Tommy, Stig, may the force be with you.
I know.
I'm just kidding. Boycott that shit.
Guys, be sure to check him out. His links are down in the description below, along with the links to all his projects that he has out there. Shadow of the Kraken, Through the Woods, City of Venus, which he's working on the second book right now. Be sure to check them out, along with some of our other friends like Chris Fisk, Nerium Noah, Red Gaze, Dega Outlaw. Check them all out, guys. Independent artists and independent creators are trying to give you something that is completely counter to what the mainstream is trying to give you right now. And they are making some incredible looking projects. So,
and buy Vinny's pirate comic because it has land hose in it.
Right. There's plenty of hose in it. They're called hooas, prostitutes, wenches, whatever. No,
wait a minute. I thought we were saving the hooas for Wednesday on Trina's channel.
Strumpets.
Oh, she's gonna strangle you. Yeah, it's an awesome pirate story. If you want some good stuff, I try to ground it kind of like in reality, but there's also supernatural and super crazy stuff that happens in that book. And yeah, where I'm going to take it's going to be pretty damn sweet. So yeah, all my books ship immediately. So if you want some good stuff, jump on it now. And yeah, I mail them out right away. So thank you, everyone.
Yeah, man. Thank you, everybody. Even I see Curtis had popped in. What's up, Curtis, man? Good to see you, Curtis, man. I'm glad that you could make it. Good old Harrison Ford, so spiritual and in tune with his force sensitivity.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's Hans Cock and Indiana Jones cock, my other persona. And, yeah. I don't know where I'm at right now.
Guys, thank you so much. Everybody has been here from the very beginning. All the people that have stopped in. Some of the people that I haven't seen in a long time, like Will Gentry. Man, it's good to see you. Lurch Troll in the house. Lucky as God. Of course, Curtis, my man Slasher. Good to see you again. CJH was in the house. Vinny in the chat on the panel. Here we go. Oh, man, good friends hanging out. My man Bone was in the house. Papa Cotton was also in the house. Irradiated Anki was also in the house. Thank you for being here. Thank you for always watching the Battle Bots. Chuck in the house. What's up, Chuck? There's a Tombstone fan right there. If I ever seen one, thank you for being here, Chuck. Appreciate it. Trina, of course, was in the house. Guys, be sure to check out Trina Heroes in Horror because she don't talk about Star Wars on Wednesday, when we're going to get into the next horror movies. And I think she said she was moving Hatchet up. So we'll be talking about the Hatchet movies on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Everybody else, Keck 44 that was in the house. And if I missed anybody else, I'm sorry. A Dega Outlaw. I think I got everybody, but I can't be sure. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping me name the new bot. And I'm going to get to work and customize and put his name on the side of it. And we're going to be doing some more of these in the future. I will try to let you guys know ahead of time when I'm going to run another BattleBots Live. But hopefully I'll have a new intro for it too. But thank you so much for being here. Remember, never let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not watch, because your silence gives consent. And we will catch you next time. Later, y'all.
Fuck you, James Gunn. The fuckers are gay.
Forget the bitch, you should spend. Assimilated, but you don't know it yet. Attacking us is not very wise. Always growing every seat of your lives.
What we are looking at, good and evil, right and wrong. It's a big world order. A big world order. A big world order. A big world order. Somebody's going to wipe again their toes nibbled off in here. A big world order. 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 Better hide your toes as we're coming for. A big world order. A big world order. A big world order.